Hello and welcome. I'm NJ Yosh, and last summer I took part in a playtest of a game called Crosswind. That game, which is now known as Windrose, has just released a demo, and I gotta say, I am super excited. I had a lot of fun in the playtest. The survey at the end of the playtest asked what we thought, where we thought, what we would like to see, how the game went, what direction, and the developers did change what they were originally planning to. It was originally planning to be developed as a PvP focused game, potentially free to play with in-game transactions. They've abandoned all that. It is now a PvE game. It's everything I was hoping they would go. So we are going to dive into Windrose. I did already make my character, but we are going to jump in to a new game, a new world. We're going to leave it on high seas difficulty. That's the basic difficulty. You can see just the options. I don't know what the set the rule. I guess it's just custom. If you adjust any of these, I guess it goes straight to that. And world nickname, we're just going to keep it super simple. And alright, so let's dive in. This game is so much fun. Survival crafting, pirates. What more can you ask for? The seas tremble with the roar of cannons and turn red from blood. Edward Teach, Blackbeard, proclaims himself the king of pirates in the West Indies. Rumors are spreading that he struck a bargain with the devil himself and commands the dead. After crushing the British fleet, Teach turns his forces towards Tortuga, the last bastion of freedom and independence in the Caribbean. Not looking for trouble, and with a couple of other poor souls in tow, you try to slip your fast ship through the blockade ring. But just a few days later, you wake up in your cabin and realize you're under attack. This is a different backstory to the playtest. You wake up in your cabin and clash on your cabin floor to the clash of sabers. Your head is pounding and your vision swims. Check the back of my head. There's a big lump on the back of my head. Last thing you remember is the deck lurching under your feet as cannonballs hit the hull. Damn, your ship is under attack. You need to get out of the cabin and see what's going on. Alright, just checking. Nothing we can pick up. Speak to the doctor. Captain, I thought you died in the first broadside. Skip the details, Doc. How bad is it? Blackbeard's pirates are boarding us. They're everywhere. Half the crew is dead, but some are still fighting. Go, help the others. Perhaps you may yet turn the tide. Drink some coffee to rouse you. Okay. Took a little bit of damage there. Things are not looking good. Right mouse button to block attacks. I got distracted for a second. Keep forgetting he does 2 attacks. Almost didn't live. Found the artifact. It really was on the ship. Anchor down my throat. Something's definitely not right with this thing. Get the captain. He'll handle it. Off my ship, you dogs. I'd like to think that's me. What is that? Spry, aren't you, considering you're deposed, Captain? Take the artifact from him. That filth, it's eating him. Holy Mary, protect us. Devil take it, Captain Richards. Not with your bare handed, you idiots. Throw the bodies overboard. We're leaving. You wake up on a deserted island. The waves must have washed you ashore. You remember that the shot searing your chest. The bullet passed clean through you, yet there's no trace. The wound is healed as if it never existed. Yet your body, from your heart to your fingertips, is laced with patterns that shimmer with cold light. Touching them hurts. You need to figure out where you are and why you're still alive. Excuse me. Alright, so now we wake up on the shore here. And we have some of the basic, survival quests. We do have a broken sword, a pistol with 1 bullet and no gunpowder. So, not of a whole lot of use yet. Alright, apparently I can't manage to hit that, so we're going to pretend that I didn't try. And, yeah, just start picking stuff up. I think you can break this for... No, I need a stone axe, okay. We have very little stamina, very little health. So it's kind of... The food system's kind of like, a little like Valheim, where eat stuff to gain more health, more stamina. We don't have a heck of a lot of inventory space, so I'll have to be careful of that. Don't have a lot of stamina either. Ooh, crabs. Grab them. I can eat them. Gonna stay away from the wildlife for the moment. The coastal dodos and the... no, I think the sow's actually attacked. Coastal dodos are neutral unless they get aggroed by you attacking them, or become aggressive if a blue dodo, who is aggressive, sees you. The other dodos will join in also. Let's go ahead and eat a piece of coconut to improve our stats a little bit, at least. I not only get wood from these, but I get nails. There's a ship out there. That's gonna be one of Blackbeard's pirates' ships. Alright, let's see what we can do here. So the blue dodo is much stronger and will aggro automatically. kind of want to take these guys out first. Okay. If I can get the timing down, you can stagger them with like a perfectly timed block. Let's check out this ruin. Don't think I'm gonna be able to explore or find. Oop. Oh, I'm out of stamina. Oh. And I'm dead. That's okay. Kind of the worst part of that is losing my food buff. Guess I could try to find another coconut, but we'll just go and try to find. Forget. Oh, that's right. It's dodge is about to control. I might have to rebind that. Alright, so we have everything. I can't dig that because I don't have a pickaxe. I can't cut that because I don't have an axe. Alright, we probably should try to decide on a place to set up camp. Kind of thinking right here. So, B for build menu brings up this bonfire. You can see the area that it will allow you to build in. So we're gonna build the bonfire right here. Gives us the ability to build a workbench. We'll also build a campfire. I guess we will build a tent also. But we will be upgrading to an actual structure soon. Yeah, don't have any of that stuff yet. Okay, so now if we die, we'll respawn here. Let's build an axe and a pickaxe. And let's cook some food. Alright, we can make bacon and eggs. Yes, these boiled crab and dodo broth increase maximum health and last 15 minutes. Bacon and eggs also gives a bonus to vitality, and you can see some of the better food lasts longer and gives bigger bonuses, but I don't have what I need to make it. Let's just do... Well, let's do spicy skewered crab. And we'll hang on to the dodo meat. We also, so we can now build a torch. We can also build some basic storage. You do craft from storage here, so that's amazing. Let's just build a couple of these. I don't have enough wood. Okay. Shift click. Okay. Just gonna move everything over. that we don't need to have with us. Take the food we made. Don't actually want that on my hotbar necessarily. All right, let's take care of this sow. Actually, it probably works better if I use my hatchet for this. Now, I set up my bonfire right next to this rock, so I think I'm actually going to try to build a little bit of a structure on top here. I have to build a better way to climb up. The build system in this is great. It's very Valheim-esque for a lot of it. As far as being able to like rotate the individual pieces and everything. And there's lots of pieces to build from. But they also have pre-built structures, including, you know, a partial thing or just a straight up hut. Probably will just build the hut initially, because the other than the workbench, the crafting tables have to be inside. While we're in our build area, we're also gain that rested buff on the lower left there, next to my toolbar. That just helps our stamina recharge faster. And as we add more amenities to our little base of operations here, the duration of that when I leave my crafting area, which I can do. Yeah, see, now it has a timer underneath it. As you increase the comfort level, that timer gets longer. Trees will hurt you. We need to craft boots. We need to build the armor stand first, but I think we still need more plant fiber, because that needed a lot for that little hut. It's a note. There's something else here, apparently. Somewhere. Maybe we read the note. That's not... Curios, that's... came across a smuggler's cache, found a pinch of gunpowder and rum. Let's see if it tells me... Tree marked by a red flag. Okay. I don't see A tree marked by a red flag right here. But could be missing it. Oh, wait, there it is. Ah. Alright. Now, where is the buried cache? Do I have to cut the tree down? Don't think I can. I wonder. I might need a shovel to do that, which I don't have yet. Alright. Fair enough. I don't think I want to tangle with the boar just yet. Alright, let's go back and see if we have enough fiber to build the little pre-built structure so we can build the armor stand. No, still don't. Alright, we got a little ways to go. So, let me just collect some more. It's like 200 I needed, I think. Or 250, something like that. Might have to deal with those piggos. That's right, there is a secondary attack with middle mouse button. Might be slightly more effective at cutting down plants for fibers. Got like a 3-stage. Alright, I think that should be enough now. Ooh, that's a dodo. Angry dodo. I think it'll leave us alone. Okay. Can I back this away from me? Ah. You jerk. Okay. Alright, now we can build armor and crafting bench, but we need coarse fabric, which we can make in our workbench from fibers. Just make 20. So if you go into queue and building options, you can change how much rotation it does on a click of rotating. You can turn snapping on and off, and you can change your camera angle for placing things. So we'll start with this over in the corner. And it wanted us to make survivor's boots. And they should... No, they don't auto-equip because I had some, but they are better. A little bit better. And can we make anything else? No, we don't have enough hide. Fair enough. Oh, there's also a deposit similar. That's pretty handy. Alright, let's actually pull the food-related stuff into its own chest. Other than the food itself. Alright, next thing it wants us to do is mine copper, which is nearby. See, if you see those shields at the bottom of my screen, that's the number of times I can block. If I get a perfect block, it doesn't use that up. See? And it takes away, it like staggers them. So that's helpful. Just random plant fiber we left laying around. Should be an entrance to this cave. Of course, it's going to be literally all the way around. It's facing my camp, and I went the wrong way. So it is quite dark in the caves. And I don't have a torch. There's some glowing moss or lichen or whatever. And then there's some copper ore back here. Can I make a torch in here? I don't have enough wood. You know what? Let's run outside and grab a bunch of wood. Now we can see a bit better. Refill our food meters. Better ore takes more hits to break. I know all this is just waste rock, but I think the rock will be useful for building, so I don't mind collecting it. It's a pretty easy spot to get a bunch. Alright, our rested buff is running out. So we're just gonna get a little bit more of this for right now. And then we're gonna actually take it back and start getting it processed. Which I think I still need to find clay for that. That'll do for now. Really convenient spot, actually. Oh, and Dr. Galen has showed up.
Remarkable, Captain.
Oh, thank God it's you. You cannot imagine how glad I am to see you, Captain. You hired me but a day before we sailed, so allow me to introduce myself again. Galen Skelton, ship surgeon. I'm truly glad you survived. How did you end up here? After the boarding, the pirates dragged me into their camp to stitch wounds and treat hangovers. Luckily, I managed to commandeer a boat and escape. Lucky I ran into you. Sticking together gives us a far better chance. Please, let me stay in your camp. Alright, make yourself comfortable, but I've got a few questions. Gladly, I'll tell you everything I can. How did you manage to escape? The pirate was attacked by the drowned. First I thought I was hallucinating, but no hallucination snaps necks like that. The fight broke out, and while they were busy, I borrowed a boat and got away, hoping for the best. Do you know where we are? Not far from Tortuga, one of those nameless islands used by runaways and smugglers. I doubt the scrap of land is even on the charts. I came here by boat, but it will not get us to Tortuga. These waters are crawling with pirates that would sink us the moment they spot us. Do you know anything about the markings of my body? How often do you visit brothels? I knew a fellow once called all manner of things there, once even a wife. I take it they appeared after the pirate attack. Tell me if you feel unwell, even if it's only a little bit of dizziness. I do not want to be left alone on this island. Did you see what happened to my ship? After they threw you overboard, they put the ship to the torch. You have my condolences, Captain. Any ideas how to get out of here? Not far from here, I saw several ships run aground. Some of them still looked usable. Even so, managing repairs with just the two of us will be no easy task. Miracles do happen, of course, but without a cup of coffee, I'm hardly capable of them. The pirates took a lot of prisoners, not just me. We need to free them. They can help repair a ship and get us back to civilization. And now we have a boat quest. So these are new things I can craft. And we have our quests in here, as well as the notes we find. You do have this medallion, too. Alright, so let's drop some stuff off. Now, I don't have any clay, so I'm going to need to find some clay. Which way have I traveled? Kind of both ways. Alright, fair enough. That looks like it might be clay. Yep. Oh yeah, I can now call the boat that Dr. Galen sailed. It's just a little tiny ship to sail to other islands. I can call that wherever I am near water. Or in water, for that matter. Which, sure, that's a bit unrealistic, but also helps to prevent stifling of exploration. Because, you know, if that wasn't the case, you kind of would hesitate to wander off and wander around an island and get too far from your ship. You end up sticking to your ship too much. And I think that's probably why they didn't do it that way. Bother me while I'm mining. Now, I know, like, plant resources respawn. I don't know if this does. So I think what we're going to do... Zoom in here. We're going to mark this as clay. And see if it comes back. Alright, now we can make a charcoal kiln. And we can make a smelting furnace. So you're probably going to make 2 of those. Excuse you. Starting to think that maybe this wasn't quite the best spot to build. But... Alright, we need to make... We're going to turn that whole batch into charcoal. And while that's turning into charcoal, we'll collect some more wood. I can now craft a clay bottle, too. Okay. This is a bit slow. So let's top this off even further. Yeah, so if I'm near water, I can just hit K, and there's a little ship. But we're not going to go out in that right now. We still don't have... Let's do a bit more exploring while we're waiting for the charcoal. Oh, we got some drowned. Some of the zombie enemies. Let's go say hi. Alright, so that looks like a 3 attack string. Ooh. I need to remap dodge. Oh, our bag is full. Okay. Well then let's go back. And also, our health is in bad shape. Oh, also, when you're in your build area, your health will regenerate. Let's quick shove some of this stuff away. Eventually, we'll need a second one once we start getting a good supply of charcoal, because the copper ingots take a while, too. Suppose we didn't really need one just yet. Second one. Alright, let's do... We've got boots. Let's do gloves. I don't know if there's a way to tear those down. Opening those up, you just might find pearls, which can be used as ammo, I think, as well as apparently as an alchemy ingredient. Oh yeah, new things we can build. Bunch of new stuff, including some better weapons, but we need more copper to smelt before we can do that. Actually, let's take apart some of these ship pieces and boxes and stuff. We now have a pickaxe, so we actually are going to be able to get the other thing from that ruin. Undead essence. We're gonna need that later on, I think. I don't think that's for a while. Very large crab that can hurt me. This may have been a different ruin. Shell decorations. Ooh, and some healing potions. Let's go ahead and drink one of those right now. No, this is the one that we were in before. Somewhere in one of these corners, there was an area that we had to dig for. There we go. Windows. And now that I found everything, that is checked off, which is nice. Yeah, I don't think I want to deal with them while I'm hungry and weakened, and they outnumber me. Can learn these to learn more building pieces. I guess we'll stick those in there too. Oh, that's full. Okay. Stick that in there. Alright, now let's see what else we could build. We can build the sawhorse. It's an upgrade to our workbench. Cutting table is an upgrade to our cooking fire. But right now I think we want the weapon workshop. Kind of stick that right there, I guess. And yeah, we're gonna need more copper. The rapier is what we want because that does pierce. I thought that did bleed. Maybe it's... Maybe it's only a more advanced version that does the bleed. Still, that does what? That does 100 attack, 230 pierce, whereas this does 90 attack, 195 slash. So, significantly worse, it seems. Alright. It's getting daylight. Let's do a little bit more exploring. Ran out of stamina there. Ouch. That looks suspicious. Oh, stamina. Cool. Letter to a good friend. That's gonna be in our curios. Smuggler's chest. Gunpowder. And some decorations. What else we got in here? Oil lamp and a fast travel bell. That's excellent. That'll allow us to build a spot that we can travel to. Not that we'll have to build another one to also travel back and forth, but boy, these are tougher than I remember. And possibly not worth it, because I don't seem to get anything. Okay. Alright, let's learn the pier decorations. And, yeah, just a note about the caches. Okay, so that's a drink recipe. Stuff. Oh, put in my journal. Okay. Let's go ahead and swap places there. Let's drink that. Filled up by courage. Interesting. Don't remember what courage does. In game. I have no idea what it does in real life. I have none. Alright. I don't want to waste my energy because I'm sure there's going to be something around this ruin that's going to want to kill me. Probably dodos, since there's some dodo eggs. Uh-oh. That's a level 2. Ow. Whoa. Oof. That was a little much. Alright, our inventory's full. Let's just cut across. Toss that in there. Now this, we can use animal fat to refill it, but we don't have enough. See, now we can now make fast travel bells, but takes 10 copper. But what I'm more interested in is a sailor backpack, but this needs to be a level 2 station. I could make the torn sailcloth bag, but I feel like I'm close enough to this that it's not worth it. So let's gather up some of that. Let's set this to make another 25. Oh, I think we've used up all the... Yeah, we have used up all the copper we mined. So it takes 3 copper ore to make an ingot. Alright. Sawhorse, we need more wood. But we can make the upgrade... No, you know what? I don't know if I want to use the ingots for that. Just yet. Let's grab some more wood. I kind of think that it might just be easiest going along the beach. Because that also gives me a chance to grab crabs. As well as explore a little bit more. I do appreciate the nails. Alright. Now, I have a feeling they're planning to put it in, but as of yet, they do not have any kind of wind direction system like Valheim has. I'm pretty sure that is their intention is to have something like that. For now, though, you can just go full speed in whatever direction. I mean, it's probably faster walking, but it just felt like hopping in the ship. Let's build this upgrade. Don't know how close it needs to be. Probably not that close. Alright, before we get distracted. Repair kits for ships. What else do we need for this? We need more rough hide. Oh, we need a tails. Okay. So we need to make one of these to make that. I like that, actually. I like that a lot. Because then it makes making this not a waste of time. Did I make it? I don't think I made it, right? No. And now that gives us these extra 4 spots. And once we get some more hide, we can make the others. Okay. And we need more hide for the rapier and more copper. Can we make... Yeah, we'll make the cooking upgrade station. About uses up our copper, but this is better food. All right. Let's go get more copper. Almost did it again. Oh, we were leaving copper on the ground. Our inventory was full longer than we thought. Oops. See if there's anything back here. Gonna need more torches. Let's get this stuff over here first. Still have plenty of space. Alright, let's... This is a dead end here. So let's destroy those 2 torches. This looks like I have this all mined out. Let's just destroy all the waste rock just to make sure. Alright, that looks to be everything in that direction. Switch that. Oh, you can also switch that with V, apparently. Which makes sense. And I have a feeling that we're not going to be alone down here. I remember from the playtest, usually in these caves, at some point, you broke through far enough that there were some, like, drowned. Our rested bonus has run out, so our stamina is not recharging as quickly. Just trying to make sure there aren't any paths hidden behind this waste rock. I think it's going to be that way, but our inventory does seem to be pretty much full. All right. Yeah, I guess we are using too much. Close enough. They don't have to be perfectly balanced. We got a lot of rock. Can we build with rock yet? We can. Oh, was there... Hang on. Oh no. Couldn't remember if we still had... I can build a crab ornament. Couldn't remember if we still had a curiosity that gave us some building options that we hadn't built yet, but apparently we had. Or that we hadn't studied yet, but we did. Apparently we had. Alright. Can't build stone sticks. Or stone sticks. Stone floor. Do we want to start building? I'm not sure it's actually worth it, if I'm being honest. Might be better off building some of these. Build a bench for him to sit on. Build a table out here. Shelf on the wall. Now, I'm not doing this purely for decoration's sake. If you notice, my rested bonus comfort level is now saying level 6. It gains with each like different each thing in a different category you make. I apparently can't put that inside. Do I want to use my animal fat for this? No, I don't think so. Let's just build a torch out here. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, but we are now at comfort level 7, so our comfort bonus lasts quite a bit longer. Take that. Now we should be able to make a better weapon. Except we need more hide. Okay. So let's find some pigs. Probably head toward the ancient ruin over there. Well, there's a boar. This could be a mistake. Yep, that was a mistake, but oh well. I need to do something. Dash. So now we can dash with our mouse. So he's still hurt, so that's good. I'm stuck. I'm stuck against the tree. Oh, that didn't go great. Alright. We did get the boar, though. Just looking around to see if there was any potatoes. A lot of times around the pigs are around a cluster of sweet potatoes. Actually, I meant to use a bandage, not a potion. Ooh. Minor necklace of stamina. I just heard an enemy sound. There he is. I think I want the vitality more. It's tempting, though. Ooh. A cellar. What could go wrong? Two of them. Cool. Ouch. That's cheating. Oops. Now we gotta go get our dropped loot, because otherwise we can't make our better sword. I wonder if I can draw just one in here. Yeah. There we go. Get that. Ooh, and our inventory's full. That's unfortunate. Let's drop these temporarily. I guess I didn't have to drop the stone. Oh well. Woven pillars and food preparations. Okay. Hopefully we collected enough hide from those couple of pigs. Oh, come on. Really need to practice my timing. What is that? Fat. I want that. Let's drop the seeds, because I don't think there's actually any farming currently in the demo, from what I've heard. Ah, couldn't hit my potion button in time. Ouch. You know what? I changed my mind. That's why sometimes I don't like using the lock on. Because it's kind of harder to disengage. No. Oops. Alright. Let's make a rapier. Let's see about upgrading it too. But I did also see that we did level up. Alright, so available stat points. We're going to go in precision. Probably should put the rest in vitality. We have a talent point. Okay, so increase slash damage, dash and jump, consume less stamina, or increase critical. Storm bracing, damage resistance when wielding two-handed weapons. Probably not going to do much of that. Crude damage by 3%. Your attacks are 50% more effective in converting temporal health into health. Whatever that means. Planning ahead, passive gun reload speed by 5%. Increase pierce damage by 3%. Hitting a critical spot deals 4% bonus damage, or melee damage resistance by 5%. Temporal health gain when taking damage by 15%. And grants an additional 20 stamina. I think I actually want that stamina. So we're going to take that. So we need more hide. But first, actually, I think we might need more storage. Ooh, we need more wood. Okay. Alright, we do have nails, so we can do some of these other storage options. These three appear to be identical. Actually, the storage sack is pretty good. But we'll make a chest. Quest adventure. Okay, yeah, just rescuing. We still haven't figured out how to dig. We haven't quite explored the whole island. Well, let's see where we go for this. Northeast. I was thinking maybe we go do that. Let's make a dodo broth just to have a second food. And then we want to build... I mean, more wood again. Okay. I want to build a travel sign. Travel bell. Because at least we can get back here quickly. I'm not going to have the resources to be able to build a second one, which is a little unfortunate. I suppose I could mine some more. There we go. So we now have a fast travel point. So we can travel back here. Do I have enough to build another bell? Need more rope? That's easy enough. Alright. So we can carry that with us so we can build a travel point back. I never did build this. I should probably build that. Actually, I never did build the rest of my armor either. Yeah, I'm gonna need more boar. But now we have a better weapon. At least he's still hurt. This does do significantly more damage, but I still am bad.
Every case is unique.
Oh, did I pick up... I did pick up some gunpowder. Probably from the drowned. No, that changes a few things. I don't have any more bullets on me. I stuck them all in the chest. Nope. Found a pearl that can use the bullet. Really should be trying to finish exploring the map. I'm really just looking for pigs. I need their hides. I don't know if there aren't any potatoes here or if I've just missed them. Oh, there's a sow too. Apparently they're undead. Come here, piggy. Stunned. Well, that clay does not seem to have come back yet. Thinking that clay may not respawn. But there is a fair amount of it around, so... Ooh. There's the potatoes. Excuse me, excuse me. Running away now. Ooh, that did like negative damage to him. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was never gonna go well. One sec. No, my stamina. Run. Why won't it let me run? I seem to be unable to move there. Pretty sure my stamina had come back. Alright, we'll swing a little further south. Of course, they're going to be just all sitting on my death marker. Okay. Get my block ready. Alright, that got closer than I would have hoped. Alright, I only have one heal left, so I'm not going to try to take on that group of pigs. At least make some bandages or something first. Alright, we need some cloth. So let's make 20 of them. Probably need some rope. Definitely need some bandages. Alright. We have boots, we have gloves, bandana, pants, and then we just need 2 more for the jacket. So I guess we'll go hunt pigs again. Because that goes so well for me. Let's try to do this one at a time. Easier said than done. Okay. Can we get the other sow? Good. Now we push our luck. Yeah. Okay. That hurt a lot. But we did it. Which should give us enough hide for the last piece of armor. Not what I wanted, that's what I wanted. Survivor jacket. Okay, now I think we might go sailing. We may have beached ourselves a little bit. Alright, so we just do this. Jump in the water, resummon it. Alright. Roughly northeast. I think that might be the island we're heading for. I think that might be the shipwreck we're looking for right over there. Now, what condition this one's in, we'll find out. Yeah, I don't think that's going to be fixable. Alright, there's a bunch of these guys. Do a little bandaging. Hopefully sun comes up soon and those guys go away. Ooh, provisions, snails. Hello. What are you? Big two-handed weapon. Yeah, this one's beyond saving. I mean, not how I was planning on speccing. Ouch, ouch. That's super unfortunate. Yeah, I don't really think I'm going to be using two-handed weapons. I'm not that kind of skilled. Really should have built my fast travel first. Then I could just travel there. Oh well. Let's summon our boat back, and I guess we'll have to sail back out there again.